Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Home Rich Studio. This video is part of a collaboration that I'll tell you about shortly, but I have two DIYs to share with you today. I have a wreath and a door hanger. So let's get started. And here is the first piece. This is a door hanger. And I have a wood round from the Dollar Tree. And I use, I believe it's four pieces, maybe 5 pieces of rope, and that's from the Dollar Tree also. And I'm just removing this hanger because I won't be using it for this, but I like to keep those because I keep everything. And now I'm just going to remove everything from the rope, and even that little plastic that they have on the end there. That's kind of nice because it's so it doesn't unravel. And now I'm going to put a big dollop of glue right smack in the middle of this circle. Now I guessed, and I was off a little bit, so it's going to be a little crooked, but you cannot tell in the end. But if you're going to make something like this, I would probably measure it off and find the true center of this. So I let that dry for a while, so now we can kind of, manipulate it. And use your finger protectors, and I have this spatula that I tell you guys about all the time that I love, and I use it every single time I craft. So now I'm just doing it little by little. It looks like it's a long process. It didn't really take me very long to do this, but little by little, glue halfway around, wrap the rope, and then halfway around. And I just keep doing that. And it's wrapped tight so you can't see the bottom of the wood through it. Now at the end, I just removed that plastic there, and then just glued it in there, and I put some glue inside of the rope and kind of smushed it down into the other rope. And I'm doing the same thing with this one here, so you can't really tell where it begins and ends. So I just bunch of hot glue, not too much though. You don't want to get glue on the top because we are painting it. And I'm kind of just putting it on in a jagged motion, so that kind of gets in all the little nooks and crannies there. And now you can see where I was a little off on the center. And also you can see where I probably bought these pieces of rope at different times, and the dye lot is different colors, 3 different colors to be exact. And I actually thought it looked kind of cool. Like if you're going to make a wall hanging and hang something on the wall like this, 3 different sizes or something, because I guess that's really popular, like baskets on the wall or whatever, I don't know. But I'm going to paint it, so we're not going to see it at all. But here's how I fix it. I just keep going around this piece with the rope. Even if it's not on the wood piece, I just keep going around with the rope and glue it onto the rope. And then each end piece here, like you can see, I put some glue inside the rope, and then I kind of take my little finger protector and I'm smushing it down as best as I can so you don't see it. And then at the end, I just glue another piece all the way around, another piece of rope all the way around the whole thing. And you'll see it because I'm going to turn it over. But the idea is to get the ends touching each other like that. Okay, now I'm just reinforcing it on the back. And then the end piece there I cut off kind of at an angle so it's not a big piece of chunky rope there. And then did my best to smush that into the other rope. And that piece is kind of heavy now, but it's okay. It'll still hang. It's not too heavy. Now I have this welcome sign from the Dollar Tree, and I have this dabber, and I put 3 coats on. Let it dry, 3 coats, let it dry. And I'm showing you. The name of this is a spouncher, or I don't know. I just call it a dabber or a thingy or whatever. But 3 coats, let it dry between each coat, because if you don't, it'll pull the paint back off of the metal. And then I Mod Podged it when it was all dry to prevent any scratches or, you know, peeling or anything like that. And I have 3 kinds of acrylic paint here. I have just a regular white acrylic paint. I've had this forever. Actually, I think it was my daughter's and she gave it to me, so I don't even know where she got it from. And the second one is called Caribbean, and that is apple barrel paint. And then this third one is called Dusty Blue. I really like this color. It's beautiful. And it is from the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. And it works just as well, I think, as the other paints. I mean, it depends, like probably if you're painting on a flat surface, you might need more coats, but it is a really pretty color. And now, because I'm going to paint this, I'm going to paint the perimeter, around the perimeter, these 3 different colors. I just put it on paper first to see if I liked the way the color placement was. And I did. I always, before I make things permanent, I always kind of want to see it. Like, I know what I see in my head, but sometimes what I see in my head and what actually happens is not what I wanted. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't paint all this rope. And if I didn't say, I think I used 4 of them. I think I did tell you guys that, but yeah. So the Caribbean went first, and I think I went 3 strands in. And then this white one, I think I went 3 or 4 strands in. And then I paint the Dusty Blue. And then the center is white again. So it kind of looks like a bullseye. Like a beachy bullseye. A Caribbean bullseye. Anyway, yep. That's it. I wanted to see the rope through it, so I didn't put a whole lot of paint on it. Now I'm going to take this rope here, and I'm just going to cut off about 2 inches, and I'm going to unravel it. So the ends will be twisted together, but I'm going to unravel the top of it. And I'm cutting a whole bunch of them because I'm going to glue them all the way around the perimeter of the circle, but on the back. And I guess you could take a longer piece, so instead of 2 inches, you could take 4 inches and then wrap it around a string. Or, you know, you could wrap it around twine. That would be a better idea. And then glue it around the twine. But this was an afterthought, and I thought, you know what, this might be kind of boho beachy looking. So I just went with it. And this obviously took a while, and you know, splitting all these little pieces in your fingers, after a while it kind of picks. It's picky because it's that, you know, picky rope. I didn't draw any blood or anything, but yeah, after a while I was like, oh, this kind of hurts. But it was worth the pain because I think it turned out really good. But you let me know what you think about this, and if you have a better way of putting this on the back other than gluing it individually like this. It didn't take very long, but yeah, it was kind of a pain. And now I'm just taking another rope yet, and I'm just gluing it all the way around that. I'm putting the glue on these little frayed pieces, and then I'm pressing the rope right into it so they're good and stuck. Okay, so I have this paper wire cord that I got from the Dollar Tree a while ago. I haven't seen it lately, but yeah, the paper's coming off that cord there, so I have to clip that end off. But that is going to be my hanger. I don't know why I didn't glue it. I wouldn't glue it. I would staple it if you have a staple gun, because this piece is kind of heavy. And I don't know where my staple gun is right now. Actually, it's probably somewhere in my husband's toolbox, and I'll have to go find it. But I just turned it around, and now I'm taking this adhesive glue from the Dollar Tree. It's like super glue. And then I have a popsicle stick, and I'm putting some on the end, and then in the middle, and then on the other end. And then in between those, I'm going to put hot glue just to give it that quick hold, and the adhesive will give it the permanent hold, because you know hot glue in metal don't stick. So that's what I did. And now I have some shells, and this is entirely from the Dollar Tree. Other than the paint, everything is from the Dollar Tree, and even one of the colors of paints from the Dollar Tree. And I know you can get white there, and I know you can get like a Caribbean color, so you can totally go there and do this, or maybe even Walmart, because Walmart's cheaper sometimes. Anyway, I added 2 more shells, so there's a total of 5 shells, and this is what it looks like. And please let me know. I love your comments. Let me know what you think. Okay, so today's video is part of a collaboration called WWW Wreath or Wood Round Wednesday. So it's always done on a Wednesday, once a month, and it's hosted by 2 very talented women, Aurea from DIY with Aurea and Loli from LoliDs Creations. And the links for their channels will be posted in my description box below. So if you already haven't, go check out their channels and show them some love. Also in the description box will be the playlist link, so you can check out all the talented participants in today's collaboration, and for some great inspiration. Here's my next piece. It is a wreath, and this is going on my front door. So I did not buy Dollar Tree pieces. That the greenery is from the Dollar Tree. The other hydrangeas and the little berry picks are from Michael's. I thrifted this wreath. It was $5.99, a little bit more than what I wanted to pay for, but the prices have gone up. And now I am just removing all these pieces, and this was a hot mess, let me tell you. It was wired in, it was hot glued on, it was stapled in. I don't know. I'm sure it was very beautiful at one time, and I don't even know if I can save these flowers. It just looks old and weathered. But man, it was so hard for me to get I worked on it for like a half hour to get all this stuff off. I even had to take my blow dryer to the glue to loosen it up a little bit. But I did take these pieces and I put them in a plastic bag. Just maybe I could savor them for another project. I don't know. They might be too far gone. And there were wires sticking up everywhere, so I think the flowers were wired too. Like the ends were wired, and so yeah, it was a very pokey, painful, just irritating job. What can I say? But I loved the round that I got from probably Salvation Army. And these hydrangeas, I have a bunch of different colors. I love hydrangeas. I have some at my house and I love them. I'm just clipping them off. Excuse me, I feel like I'm gonna cough because I'm talking so much. I'm just clipping them off at the end, probably just 2 inches down, just enough to poke them into that frame. And then I tie the pieces together, like the leaves and the stems. So all those same leaves will be together for another project. And now I am just placing these big fluffy hydrangeas everywhere, the 4 white ones, and they are big and they're nice. They were $11.99 each, but I got them for 60% off. And because this is my wreath, my baby for my front door this summer, I don't even think I made one for my door last summer, and so I really wanted this to be really nice. And I love pink. Pink is my favorite color. Pink and black, but I can't put black flowers on my door. That would look kind of weird. Um, but anyway, yeah. So I'm just setting them in here now so I can remove them and kind of play around with it, because these were so big. But they're nice and fluffy and full. And I'm just, as you can see, one's white, one's pink, one's white, one's pink, so forth. And I determined where the top was going to be, and I left a hole there because I want to put a bow on top. And now I'm happy with their placement, so now I'm making them permanent. And I want to take some time here to recognize my subscribers. You guys, you know, I say it all the time, but truly, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I am here because of you. And you guys are amazing. And if you're not a subscriber, a warm welcome to my channel, Homeridge Studio. And consider subscribing, because it's totally free. It helps me out. It helps my channel grow. And if you tap the bell notification, you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. If you like what you see here, I do thrift flips, collaborations, and I make a wide range of pieces, usually budget friendly. This wreath, not so much, but you can do it with Dollar Tree items because they do sell hydrangeas there. Anyway, I'm babbling, but I'm showing you these berries that I got from Michael's. They were $4.99 and those were 60% off too. And yeah, I wait till the sales. You know, I had some flowers in my hand the other day and they're like, oh, those are summer, and they were full price, and I'm like, no, I won't do that. That just gets way too pricey. But I love the way this is right now. And these little pop of green berries kind of brings a little bit of the green color out of the white hydrangeas. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm just going in there, popping them in there. When I like them, you know, after I'm done moving them around, then I just make them permanent with hot glue. And I use Gorilla Glue. Now, I don't know, my front door doesn't get that hot. I've never had a problem, but I've heard other people, if your front door gets really, really hot, you would have to have a more permanent glue. Actually, it's probably best to try to wire them in, and then you would have to leave the picks longer to do that. I cut mine off really short so I could like really jab them into that wood. And then those green pieces are from the Dollar Tree. It's just the greenery plastic pieces, and I just kind of shoved a bunch in there too, just to give it some added personality. And now I got this this easy bow maker, and I need to read the instructions better, but I think I've used it once. But it was at the thrift store, and it was literally, I think they're like $30 or something at the store. Literally, I got it for $1. I was like, oh, this was like one of the best thrifts pieces that I found. So I have this burlap that I think I got from Meyer at like Christmas time or something. I use a lot of it, so I try to buy a bigger roll. And this, I believe, I got from probably Marshall's or Home Goods. And I just made the bow in the bow maker. Not a big deal. You just keep on wrapping it around, and as I showed you there. And then this piece, I just wrapped it around to make sure that there were 2 loops. I'm not a great bow maker. I try. It's easier for me just to glue it all together than get all fancy with it. But anyway, I cut off 2 great big pieces, and the white and burlap ribbon is just slightly smaller than the other one, width-wise and lengthwise. And now I'm trying to zip tie this together. I was struggling with this because I didn't want to put my head too close to it, because then you would have just saw the whole back of my curly hair. So that's why I had a hard time trying to zip tie that. And now I'm just cutting, dovetailing the ends there. And these little pieces, you know, these little extra pieces, I always just dovetail those. Or sometimes I just cut them right down to the end. Not too close, because, you know, you don't want it to come apart. And yeah, and I'm just going to fluff it out really good. And they're both wired, so takes a while. I think I made it a little bit too big. It's a little bit too floppy. I don't know, but you'll see it on my door in a second, and let me know if it's too big or too small, or it's okay. Like I said, I'm bow challenged. I should go take a bow lesson or class or something. I don't know. Make a million of them, and then I'll get good at it. But I thought it turned out really good, and like I said, pink's my favorite color, and this is like kind of springy, but also fresh, and also kind of, you know, you can do this right through the summer. And this is the time where I say goodbye, but you know I will be back very, very soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know. Give me your comments. Like and share, and you know, that all helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to check out that playlist. So you have a blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.